This ride's kind of perked me up today. I've not been feeling too well the last week or two. A friend of mine died day before yesterday, I guess it was, in Indiana. Young man I met in the, I don't know, I think it was probably either the 6th grade or the 7th grade in Indiana. And I counted up, we've been friends for 68 years. He's kind of been in ill health for a while, and caught the COVID, and I'm not sure whether COVID actually caused his death or not. I'm sure he'd be counted as the cause of it. But he's the same age I am. He's 80. I've been kind of sad about that. I kept up with him on email and on Facebook over the years. He was a very successful businessman and had a large insurance company. Has a nice large family with great kids and great grandkids. I guess we're all going to go. We just, you know, it's a sad thing when we do. There's some of the Rich Mountains up there in front of us. And over there, trail that led across these mountains up here, once you got on it, was about 12 or maybe 13 miles long, and it was all just one lane, you know, double track, and we're in the gravel now. It's when you got to the end of it, it didn't go anywhere. You had to turn around and come back out. 12 or 13 miles coming, you know, to be maybe 25 miles round trip up there and back. That's quite a long ride on dirt trails, especially those back in there. There was some pretty muddy, steep hills and whatnot. But I'm going to look when I get up there today. If it's back open, I won't ride it today, but I'll try to come one day soon and ride it. They've had it closed for the last couple of years. I really don't know why, but who knows why the forestry does what they do. I've taken this picture several times. This is a very, very pretty place for a picture. I think I'm going to stop here and get me a picture. Get the camera out and let's see. Yeah, I think I've got the camera in here. Get a picture of this, the horses in the barn, that big old mountain there. That trail I'm referring to goes right across the top of that mountain. Well, I said it was, but my camera's not in there. Maybe it's in the other one. Or maybe it's in the scooter. Too many vehicles. Not enough cameras, I guess. Let's take a look over here. Well, here comes the horsey up here. He's coming up here to visit, I guess. We'll just sit here a minute and enjoy this on video. See if he comes up here to see me. Come here. Come here. Come here, pretty boy. You gonna come see me? Huh? I don't see your buddy out there. There's usually two of them out here. Well, yeah, I think I do. I think it's a white one off down there by the barn. I've got my sunglasses on and don't see as good a detail. He hadn't been moving down there. He's just standing there. It sure is a pretty place. Hello there, pretty boy. Hello there. Yeah, that horse looks like he's got a little gray on him there. He's getting up in years, maybe. Can't tell. I'm not much of an expert on horses. He found him something other to nibble on out there. Oh, there's some more out here. They're out here waiting at the gate. I think they're expecting to be moved or get fed, one or the other. And those are mules. They sure are. I guess I can tell you guys a story about mules that my daddy had when I was a little boy. I was probably 6 or 7 or something like that. And he had a pair of mules that he used to plow the fields with where we lived. And we had a little, like a 7-acre farm. And so it was starting to storm one day. And he told me to go out there and run the mules out of the pasture and run them up in the barn. And I went out there and I chased around and chased around. I finally got one. I was just a little kid, you know. And I finally got one to get up there and get him through the gate into the barn. But the other one kept going to the other end of the field down there. And I chased him around out there for a while. I finally just gave up. You know how little kids are. And so anyway, we had a big storm come through, and lightning and thunder and hard rain and whatnot. My daddy asked me, he says, "Well, did you put those mules up?" I said, "Yep." And he says, "Well, it's a good thing," says that one of them mules ought to get killed out there and all that lightning and everything. So the storm got over, and he sent me out there with the mules back out, and so they could graze some more out in the field. And he was watching from the house up there. I opened the gate, and the one come out, and I went off out in the field with him out there. And my daddy come walking out there, and he says, I can't remember the mule's name now, but he said, "Where's the other mule?" I said, "Well, Daddy, I don't know." I says, I chased him and chased him, and he just kept running the other way. And we hunted around for him, and we found him out there in the lightning and struck him, and he was dead. And I felt awful about that. And my dad was so mad and everything, because the mules was a matched pair. They was used to working together and everything. It was really a valuable set of mules. And he was so mad, and I just knew he was going to spank me or something other. And he told me to go up to the house, and he says, get the shovel, and come back out here. Says, "You're going to have to dig the hole to bury that mule." So I come back, and I was crying all the way back, I guess. I was like 7, you know. And I get back down there, and shows me, marks out the lines where he wants the hole to put the mule in. And so I start digging. Of course, I didn't get much done as little as I was. I couldn't even hardly break the soil on the shovel. And so he said, "Well, give me the shovel." So he starts digging and digging and digging. And it was hot, sweaty, sweltering after that storm. And he stops, and we're sweating. He says, "Go up there at the house," and says, "Get your mother to make me a jug of water to bring out here." And he says, "Bring the saw." I says, "The what?" He says, "Bring the saw, the hand saw." So I went up there, and Mom got me the water and told me where I could find the saw at, and I got the saw. So we go out there, and my daddy, that mule, when he got struck with lightning, he was just stiff as a board. Legs stuck straight out, just like he just toppled over like a toy horse would or something other. And my dad was looking at him, figuring out how big a hole he's going to have to dig to, because his legs were stuck out straight. So he dug a hole, and he kept measuring with his shovel up on the mule and everything. And then he took the saw out, and he sawed all 4 of that mule's legs off. And I never forgot that. And so then he went up there and got the other mule and hooked a rope on this one, and the other mule wouldn't pull for him because he was scared to death of that mule being dead, I guess. And so he went and got the neighbor man, and between him and the neighbor man, they managed to move the mule over and flop him off the hole. And we put some quicklime on the body so it would so the animals wouldn't dig it up or anything. And anyway, that's my mule story for what it's worth. I had nightmares about that mule for a while after that. Learned me a lesson that here I am, 80 years old, and I still hadn't forgot. So, if you want to do something, you do it right.